Alright YouTube, the 140, every time I fix something right now, something else is breaking. The starter's never been quite right since we bought this one. Obviously they all are rebuilt now. I went with my grandfather, picked this one up in probably 99, 98, somewhere in there. And the tractor's been run very little since then until this year. But it's always, drive has always been picky about disengaging. And it's finally, as you can see here, locked out. So we can't start the tractor using the starter, even if it will turn, it won't let it go. Everything else, although not perfect, I mean, there's no telling how many times this has been rebuilt, looks pretty decent. Do a little emery claw sanding here and there. Nothing's really terribly worn out. The brushes are not bad either. I'll buff them up just a little bit. So what we've decided to do, because apparently you cannot go now and get a 12 volt Delco starter that fits these tractors. You can find people to rebuild them, but then you can find the 6 volt ones. This is 71 model 140. They had been 12 volt for 5 or 6 years at least by then, so we're not going to convert it back because it never was that to start with. But I have been able to. It took me forever. I found the Delco part number here of this drive and wrote it down, and I have ordered one. A rebuilt starter is about $175 to $200 plus your core charge. This part was still more than I wanted to pay. I found it from $50 to about $70. But I think the starter itself is good enough to warrant not rebuilding right now and just replacing the bad drive on it. I had to hold this stuff, push this stuff to hold it down to drive this pin back, and then I wasn't completely sure that that washer would catch on that groove, so I certainly didn't drive the pin all the way out. I pushed it far enough out to slide it off the shaft and then tapped it back in to make sure it didn't run away on me. I was certain that I could probably hurt me or someone with all the spring pressure that is in this thing right here. But it's on its way. It's supposed to be here in a few days, so when I get back on, we'll crank this video back up and see if we can get this 140 cranked. Alright, my starter drive came in today. Shipped from Lexington, Oklahoma. And you can certainly tell it's a rebuilt piece, but everything looks like it ought to, so I'm going to get her put back together here in a minute and get it back on that 140. See if she's going to work. Alright guys, we got it back together. I did test it already. I didn't think there was any gas in it. Fired right up. But here's what we got now.